Hello, everybody, and welcome to Talk Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing good out there. There is some negative energy going on out there. I hope you guys are protecting yourself because it is like, whew. I didn't get on yesterday on Magical Monday. I've got too much stuff going on right now. But I'm trying. So we have some really interesting messages today. 5/28 of 2024, which is a 23, which is a 5. Now we got all kinds of fives today. And 5 stands for the angel message is transition, freedom, and independence, which we are all going to. So if you're encased in a place where you're not independent and you have somebody telling you what to do, it's going to change. So hold on, it's going to get better. So let's see where we are. Okay, now I'm going to read the number 5 out of the Soul Helper Oracle to start this. 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and the inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with the meditation and belief and insight. Now, I always say meditate and manifest. And if you are going through a hard time right now, trust me, they know it all. They know exactly the divine knows everything. The divine is within us. So if something has been going on in your world, it's being seen and it will be eradicated. So just hang in there. Now we got number 4, awaken all your senses, slow down and become aware of them. We've talked about the senses before, and the senses are very important in our life. We have to recognize the senses. Slow down and take a more mindful approach to life, or you might miss all the beautiful things along the way. Be aware of everything around you and give full rein to your sense once more. Smell the flowers, savor the nectar, see the colors, listen to the sounds, and hear all the wonderful songs that tell of love and eternal being. Let your inner sense awaken your clairvoyance and your extrasensory perception. Your soul is calling for it, and the time is right. Open your third eye. Now is the time to begin to see, to perceive and recognize, and to begin intensive training of all your senses through exercise and meditation. Everything you see with your physical eye is imbued with a spirit that is ready to touch, support, and guide you. It is in every crystal, every flower, every friend. Feel your heart attuned to your third eye and allow them to guide you towards paths that are filled with light. This card indicates that the time is now favorable in its resonance for opening your third eye. So take all the recommended helpers with you into this magical time. As described in the first section of this book, the number and the crystals are especially important. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animals, the eagle, the eyes of an eagle. Look down on things and get a better perspective. Herbal essence is the rose, the healing crystal is diamond, and the number is 4. So let's see what 4 has to say. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. Yeah, we are going to create paradise on this earth, but there's a lot of baddies right now that have to get going because we can't create paradise when we got negative energy all around us. And it is all around us. And you will see it. It will show its form very quickly. Now we got the angels and ancestors. We only got one, the magic guardian. Unlock the magic within. Stop looking outside yourself and recognize that you have incredible power within. Magic with a K is the energy of the universe that allows you to manifest and create through the direction and power of your will. It changes according to your frequency. The magic guardian is a representation of the angel of magic who helps you direct your will to bring something into creation. She is the angel who swirls around shamans and wise ones when they are calling on the energy of magic to help them manifest something that will be healing and supportive of their path. She is the angel of all magic that is directed for the highest good of whoever is working with it. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. If you've been searching for an answer or a reason to focus, recognize that all that you are looking for is already within you. You are a powerful and magical person with the capacity to direct your intentions and will your desire into being. But your power can only be powerful when you own it. So take time to acknowledge it. Your ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen is a real gift that you are being guided to recognize now. We all have gifts. We have to find those gifts. We have to learn from those gifts. And our gifts have been kind of hidden from us. But I think we're going to see the whole perception of everything, the people around us, how they are, how you are, how everything. It's all going to be shown, whether we want it to or not. It will be shown. Now, we keep getting the fox and we got to observe in silence. And, you know, a lot of the times when somebody is bringing you down, I think the best thing to do is walk away and meditate and observe that action in silence, because that action says a lot of the person. Now is not the time to be the life of the party, nor to step forward into the role of leader or teacher. Be cautious. It may not be wise to draw attention to yourself or to reveal your plans to others as this time. Instead, be silent. Step back, be still, watch those around you, and be mindful of what you see, hear, and feel. Trust in your instincts and intuition and let them guide your step. Oh, excuse me. We had a really bad storm last night. My dogs were up all night. I didn't get much sleep. My husband's sitting there sleeping right now. We had lightning flying everywhere last night. Rain, lightning. It was really a hard night for all of us. Okay. So excuse me if I yawn a couple times. Heed your dreams. This, you know, this is an interesting card, and we've had it several times, but I'm going to look at it a little bit different this time because I can feel that the energies that are coming in. This card is, if you look at it, it's fall on one side and spring on the other side. There is a snake that is going to her third eye. You and roses around. She looks like she's peaceful, but with that snake going over her third eye, watch out for snakes. Right now, they're going to show themselves. Stay away from them. And I'm not talking about the physical snake. I'm talking about the snake of a person. Your dreams are powerful tools for increasing self-awareness, for they contain within them the unfiltered truth. Whether it be a dream or a nightmare, they are the keys to understanding your inner self. Both your joys and your fears commune with Gaia and Great Spirit in the stillness of your slumber. Learn to read and interpret your dreams. Listen to what they tell you. Pay close attention to how they make you feel. Heed what they reveal and learn who you are and who you wish to be. We're all going on this journey of awakening, and it's still coming, but we are awakening to what surrounds our life and what we've built our life on. A lot of it's false, a lot of it's untrue. You're going to see people you once loved and cared about and thought were wonderful to be monsters. I'm seeing a lot of that, and you'll see that, because we have to challenge our perception. And that's the card we got. And I love this card. I mean, he or she, it doesn't matter. They have the mask, the golden sword, and the white feathers of the angel card. Everything is surrounded. That card glows in the light. Wow. You cannot challenge an outdated perception or one born of a lack of understanding. If you are unwilling to put aside your feelings and beliefs and embrace another's point of view, to do so makes you aware of the whole and stand up on high where you can see that both parties involved in a dispute can act against an injustice. Both can be right, both can be wrong, and what one may perceive to be harmful may be seen as both healing and beneficial by the others. Uh, yeah, because when someone harms you, it gives you the strength to realize that those are the type of people that you never want to come in contact with. And the awakening is showing us that. So it's going to be hard, but it's going to be wonderful because they won't be able to hide anymore in the dark. The light will come through. Now we got on the, I'm going to pop over to the practical magic, and this is 22, which is a master number. Honor your grief, my lost love. Losing a loved one or a part of yourself or your future will fundamentally change you, but eventually there will be healing, rebirth, and hope for a way forward. Grief is heartbreaking and all-consuming. It can feel as though it will choke you, drown you, or burn you to ashes. The sorrow is intense, personal, and can seem as though it will never end. Grief never ends, but it will change. Over time, it will become a place where you go, but can return from. You don't get over the pain of grief, and you probably don't want to, but you can grow a new life, a new self around what is left, around the loss. Grief is the price of deep and immense love. And so the anguish is worth it because it shows just how strong and precious the love was and how deep you loved and were loved. And the memory of that love will help you to survive the pain of its loss. The raw and jagged wounds of grief will start to heal with time. Honoring of what you felt and did and become your loss will be a part of who you are. And so the people you lost will always be with you. When you draw this card, it's a message to be aware of something you're grieving. Perhaps it's the anniversary of the death of someone close to you, or their loss is hitting you particularly hard today. Maybe a relationship has ended, or you've realized that something you desperately wanted will never come to pass. An opportunity may be lost, or your faith is something or someone may have been destroyed. This card is also a gentle reminder to reach out to others when you are suffering loss, change, pain, and loneliness. There are people who want to help you, but many don't know what to say or how to approach you. Tell them what you need, ask for support, suggest some practical ways that can contribute. Allow them to share your burden, lean on them, and offer your own compassion to others. It can be difficult to know how to act around someone who's grieving. Some people withdraw altogether because they feel inadequate or are scared they'll say or do something wrong. But disappearing in the face of someone's pain and doing nothing is worse than any clumsy effort. If you're not sure what to do around someone who's suffering, reach out to them and ask. Sometimes you just having someone to sit with in silence is enough. Just be rather than do. After losing someone or something, life will continue, but it's a new life, a different life, an existence informed and shaped by what you no longer have. Mourn your loss, rage and ache at the injustice of it, then allow time to soften the pain and teach you how to live with it. Know that your beautiful memories of your loved ones will keep them alive for you. They are gone from your physical world, but will reside in your heart, woven into the fabric of your being by all the treasured moments you shared. Joyfully recall how much a part of your life they were and how deeply they influenced you. Those we love changed us in big ways and small, and they've lived on in the person you become. Because of them, no matter who else you love and what else you become, the people you cherish will always be a part of you. It's a sorrowful yet beautiful aspect of being human. With grief, there is no quick relief, no instant spell of healing or forgetting. It's a process everyone goes through, and it never completely ends. The pain will be with you forever. Losing someone or some part of yourself or your planned future is heartbreaking. You will feel tender and vulnerable, sad and raw. Yet when your heart breaks, it breaks open, and in time, the light will make its way in through the cracks. In this broken place, you'll find strength. Eventually, you will start to feel the beauty surrounding you again, and you will tentatively open up to love that still exists in your life, and the hope that is both your birthright and such a precious part of living in this big, beautiful world amongst its swirling sea of humanity. Yeah, humanity's hard. Being human is the hardest thing I think we've ever had to conquer. Um, I'm going to read the Emerald Tablet number 10 again because I just feel that when I found this in my notes the other day, that we all kind of need to realize that we aren't alone and we are in a place right now that we needed to be at this time, but it will change. Emerald Tablet 10, the key of time. List ye, O man, and hear my mystery stranger than all that lies neath the sun. Know ye, O man, that all space is filled by worlds within worlds, one within the other, yet separate by law. The ancients knew there was parallel universes, energy and frequency and vibration. Everything is pure energy. Yes, and we will find that out. We are going into a different world. People don't feel that they are, but we are. Okay, now we are going to go to the Dreams of Gaia. We had some interesting stuff come out there. Now we have the Five of Water, which we had a lot of fire and water. And the Five of Water come out. And I call this the praying woman, meditating woman, feeling alone and isolated, without hope, consumed by fears and doubts, unable to see a way forward, trapped in the moment, feeling angry and betrayed, mourn your loss, playing the victim. The Five of Water represents feeling of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstanding, and anger. These emotions are often born of our own pain and insecurities and can cloud our ability to see the love that surrounds us. All too often, when we experience a moment of great hurt or loss, we can feel alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depths of anguish we are feeling, whether it be the end of a marriage or friendship, the death of a loved one, or a battle with mental illness. We can sometimes find ourselves weighed down by pain and suffering and blind to the beauty and love that surrounds us. Loss of any kind causes us experience a range of emotions, including sadness, fear, confusion, guilt, regret, anger, and betrayal. Sometimes we can even experience a complete absence of emotion. To think of the future serves only to add to the burden of sorrow because all hope seems gone. The Five of Water is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience, and if we are already vulnerable and sensitive to hurt, then it can be overwhelming. The death of a loved one, the loss of a friend, being betrayed by someone you trusted and loved. There are no words of comfort that will lessen the pain we feel. The Five of Water symbolizes the need to allow yourself to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or have you lash out at others. You need to remember that you have people around you who love you. Look up. While you may feel alone, you are not. There are people around you who have also experienced loss. They know, they understand. Allow them to be there for you in your time of need. Yeah, that's that. You got to be careful though, because that can be a victim mode too. You can always be a victim, and you don't want to always be a victim. The Five of Pentacles came up with that, and that's abandonment. Somebody's really, and I think a lot of us are feeling the abandonment of what we could have been and what we should have been and what we ended up being. This appears to be a sad card, but all is not lost because this five often reveals a fear of poverty and isolation rather than a reality. You may feel at risk of losing a job or relationship, or you distance yourself from others due to self-doubt. An additional meaning is feeling alone after the end of a relationship, along with a financial change that a breakup can bring. You do have support, but you may be looking in all the wrong places or to the wrong people. Go beyond your usual network and you'll find the help and comfort you need. Yeah, this is isolation, money problems, rejection, bias, fear, risk, and relationships. You have to be careful right now because there's a lot of negative opinions floating around, and we really have to protect ourselves. Uh, we cannot let the other negative get into us, and it tends to. Now we got a number 11, and it's air. It's 11 of air, and that is a master number, and this is body and mind. Okay. Be open-minded and questioning. You are only limited by your mind. Be discerning. How is your mind affecting your body? How is your body affecting your mind? Facts are certainties. Opinions are not facts. We can only change ourselves. When you have somebody trying to force their opinions on you, walk away. Go meditate, go manifest, go do something else. You don't need that crap in your life, and we're going to have a lot of it. And we're going to feel that way too. So if you feel negative, you feel cranky, walk away. Go meditate. What is reality and what is imagination? What is fact and what is fiction? Can that which dwells within the mind have an effect on the body? And can the physical body affect the state of mind? The 11 of air symbolizes a need to keep a healthy understanding of a relationship between mind and body and the power each can have over the other. It symbolizes being able to differentiate between fact and opinion and to make room for the imagination within our realities, while still embracing a little bit of reality within our imagination. This may be a challenging card for some because the eyes can only see what the mind is willing to conceive. So the more rigid the mind, the more difficult it is to accept how much influence and power the mind and body have over each other. If the mind is unwilling to, or limited, then understanding is difficult, and acceptance in some circumstances may be impossible. We all know someone who, no matter how many times they are offered fact, not opinion or theories, still cannot believe unless they witness it for themselves, their own eyes, or experience it personally, and even then, they still might not believe it. Yeah, I that can happen, and there's a lot of things right now that is really hard to believe. They are complete skeptics. Then there are others who are open to everything and question nothing. They would believe you if you were to tell them that you did not see a blue sky above, but instead saw a pink one. Yes, there are actually people who see and perceive colors differently. This person is so open-minded that they wouldn't consider that a lie is offered. They would not question, even consider that you might be lying to them. They are just so trusting and willing to believe in the good of others that they accept everything offered, whether it be true or deception. Their willingness to trust and follow blindly get them into just as much strife as those who find it difficult to believe in anything beyond their own experience. The 11 of air appears to remind us that somewhere in the middle of the two is a better way to be. Strive to be open-minded and questioning. Sometimes a little skepticism and discernment can serve to protect you from making foolish mistakes and following blindly as you are led off a cliff. On the other hand, believing only the fact and the reality that you experience with your physical sense can close you off to reaching your fullest potential. You may limit yourself and what you can accomplish because achieving goals and living your dreams requires a belief in something more than just the tangible. When the 11 of air appears in your cards, it also asks that you look at the impact your beliefs might be having upon your body and impacts your lifestyle and diet might be having on your mind. The mind can and does have amazing power over the body. Some Tibetan monks and Indian yogis have become so skilled at using meditation to manipulate their bodies that they can control blood pressure, body temperatures, heart rate, and more. People with multiple personalities disorders have been known to have personalities that have completely different health status. I was just talking about that the other day with somebody. I can't remember what it is. And you see those people like that have like 5 different personalities. And one could have diabetes, one could have cancer, and one could be completely healthy. It's really strange how that is. Are they popping in and out of different dimensions? Who knows? Someday we might, but I kind of think that if they don't have diabetes in one person and don't have cancer in the other person and they're totally healthy, then I don't know, how can one body have that? I don't know. That's really a question that we kind of have to ponder. They can have one personality and physically need glasses in order to see properly, and another that does not. There are some with personalities that exhibit a range of physical health issues, such as high blood pressure and diabetes, but other personalities that have no health issues at all. And these differences have been witnessed, recorded, and studied by both medical practitioners and scientists alike. It is a fact that the mind can alter the body. Yeah, it is. It can alter the body. Your mind can play a lot of tricks. It can do a lot of things. We really have to be careful with that. Now, with the mind body, we got the star, and that's hope. And that's the number 17, above 17. We hope 17 comes through pretty soon. We're sick of it. Follow your heart and respect your inner knowing. Trust the universe will bring you whatever you need. This is creative dreams, intuition, healing, spiritual path, rebirth, and wishes. We have to be careful with our minds. We can't let the outside world creep in too far because they can make it toxic for us. Okay. We got the death and rebirth card, which is a number 8, which is infinity. And if you look at this card, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a baby in that egg. Yeah, you can see it right there, a human baby in that egg. And that snake is basically uh, protecting that egg. And if you see this tail is coming out of the black skull, it's ending. There's a frog. It's ending the past. It's not looking to the old anymore. Let go of the past. The future is unknowable. Change is unavoidable. There is no going back. Allow yourself to mourn. Death, rebirth is a gradual process. Shed your skin, the dark night of the soul, allowing innocence to be reborn. Focus on the short-term future, a change in belief, attitude, and behavior. Yeah, this came in the now space. So this is the present. When the death and rebirth card appears in the present, it represents a moment of dawning awareness and empathy. When you realize you want a different life to the one you are living, your beliefs have changed in a radical way, or you do not really like the person you are, or are on a path to become. It is a sudden change of mind that transforms you, who you are, in a very short span of time, sometimes instantly. Have you ever experienced a moment when you have seen yourself reflected in the words and actions of another person and find yourself suddenly wanting to be a better person? Yeah, I think that's a lot of it. When you come into contact with people like that, it makes you a better person because you do not want to be like that. It is not a judgment of the other person, but a simple awareness that you are not presenting yourself in a manner that is in alignment with your core values. It is a light switch moment when you change from one state of being to another in a heartbeat. It is time for a new beginning, a change in beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. Letting go in these moments is the easiest part, but to those around you, the changes that have gone or within you are not obvious until they are acted upon. Sometimes that involves making real changes in your life, changing your lifestyle and behavior, your career, and your relationship. Sometimes you even have to change the way you speak because your new state of mind and beliefs are in conflict with the manner in which you express yourself and communicate with others. Maybe you use words that suggest a lack or restrictive or limiting belief, and you are so used to using them that embracing positive terms feels alien and awkward. To being with keep going. Continue to be mindful of your negative dialogue and change as accordant. Remember also to be kind to yourself. A sudden change of mind needs time to filter through and manifest in your behavior, especially of the rebirth card. Signifies that awareness is the key. For the time being, actions will speak so much louder than words. Do not tell everyone that you have changed. Instead, be the change. Yeah. We are going through a lot of change. My old life is nothing that I want anymore. It's nothing that I accept, and I put it behind me. When you live around people that are still in the old, that's where they'll stay. They'll stay in the old until we all decide to get out of the old. We got the tower with that, and that was kind of scary because that's the rebirth, and this is destruction. And this is a number 16, which is a 7. We got the tower yesterday. We are going to have a tower moment, and it's going to hurt. Surrender to the universe, give up control, and begin to construct a new way of working, thinking, relating, or living. You now have the freedom to start over and strong foundation on which to build whatever is fallen. Breakdown, endings, chaos, surrender, breakthrough, beginnings, and enlightenment. I think one of these days we're going to wake up, and I think they're going to flick a switch, and we're going to remember everything, and our life is going to be totally different. I don't know what they're up to, but they're up to something. And they've always had, they're showing anti-gravity now. They've always had it. And he's like, oh, we've always had it, but you just didn't give it to you. Oh, okay, that's nice. Thank you very much. We'd like to have anti-gravity too. Now we got a 12 of fire, and it was reversed. And that's the hero card. We all talked about being the hero in our lives the other day. You don't need a hero. You got to be your own hero. If you're waiting for a hero, a woman on a white horse, or a man, knight in shining armor, good luck. You have to be your own hero. There's blockages in this. When the hero appears reversed, he represents a need to perform good deeds in order to increase one's self-esteem or worth in the eyes of others. He can be described as a wounded hero, one who needs to be told that he is good by others. Sometimes it is because he cannot see the good within himself, and sometimes it is because he craves the attention. It feeds an emptiness or lack within. Whether his low self-esteem is born of past mistakes that cause others pain and harm, or if it is born of mistreatment and wounds inflicted upon him by others. And they will inflict it on you also. If they haven't got help for what they went through, you will get it too. So be careful with helping somebody like that. We're all the kids by the side of the road. We've all been hurt, but have we overcome it? Or are we still living in it? That's what we have to kind of look at. Oh, and this is a male or female. They're saying him, but this could be a male or female. There is no sex on this hero card. Unfortunately, until the hero can forgive himself or those who hurt him, he will not find peace. He is doomed to go on one quest of salvation after the next. The hero reverse comes to ask you to look to your reasons for helping others. Are your actions inspired by love and compassion, or shame and guilt? Are you helping others because you genuinely want to help, or are you helping others because helping them and earning their praise and gratitude makes you think better of yourself? It could be said that if the outcome, helping someone in need, is the same regardless of motivation, then it matters. It matters not. It is, however, not a question of changing the outcome by allowing the wounded hero within to make peace with the past. Have you embraced behavior that is less than honorable, caused hurt to another because you may have lied or deceived them? Have you ever been disloyal and unfaithful? Have you hurt someone innocent and now move through life with feeling of regret or remorse, weighing you down? We all have moments when our behavior and actions have been questionable. We all have disappointments, disappointed others. We have all done wrong. Guilt, shame, and self-loathing are the tools with which we punish ourselves. They are not the tools of a hero, but instead the tools of a jailer or torturer. The hero reverse comes to tell you that it is time to put those tools aside and to rescue yourself. Only your acceptance and forgiveness will set you free. Forgive your past, be merciful, and embody the compassion of the hero you strive to be. Yeah, we all want to be the hero. We don't want to be the wounded warrior hero. I get it. We're all wounded. But if you haven't got over it, I suggest you start walking through the dark night of the soul. And I suggest you release that, because if you can't release it, you're going to bring it all around everybody around you. And if they've released it, they can't get help either, because if you're with them, you haven't released it. You have to release that shit. It's baggage. Okay, now we got the 6 of Swords in that one. That's the clarifier. And that's calm. It's time to glide into more peaceful, calmer waters. So this is a reassuring card. If you have suffered upheaval, conflict, and uncertainty recently, the 6 also predicts physical journeys over water and in general sees you moving on in a positive way. New work may also be on the horizon. An additional meaning is protection. In that you prioritize what's important to you and leave behind the people or situations that no longer serve you. Go with the flow of life. There's no need to resist change. Yeah, this is journeys moving on, safe haven, finding peace, resolution, and protection. If you're not in a safe haven and you don't feel safe, maybe you need to relook at things. Okay, now we got the Ace of Fire, and this is one of my favorite cards. This is like the golden lion to me, and it's got the golden egg, which will be ours with the black spider. And as soon as we can get rid of the corruption, the black spider will go away and we'll have our golden egg. That's why I look at this. This is new beginnings, opportunity, actively pursuing your goals, taking advantage of what's being offered, move beyond research and planning, weave your future into being, take something old and make it better, break with tradition and offer something new. Uncertainty inspires procrastination. Like all of the Ace cards, the Ace of Fire represents the promise of new beginnings and opportunities. But unlike the other aces, this card also represents action. It represents the power for and the necessity of taking the initiative and actively pursuing our goals. It is about taking advantage of the opportunities we are presented with, as opposed to thinking about it. It is good to have a goal, a dream, and to make plans. But the Ace of Fire lets us know that now is the time to move beyond research and planning. It is time to take the first real step towards getting things underway. It is time to follow through on inspiration and create. It is time to weave your future into being. Time for you to begin your active participation. The Ace of Fire also symbolizes inventiveness. Take an old idea and make it better, or create something new and unique. Whatever you seek to do, you can now make it your own and imbue it with your unique perspective and imagination. Now, rather than following the tradition, do something in a way that offers a new approach. You are surrounded by so much potential at this moment. The Ace of Fire represents passion and excitement. It is the time full of energy and life. Take advantage of this moment and power it brings. Yeah, that's a great. We've had the rebirth, the death, the destruction, and new beginnings. So I really think we are going to go through massive destruction real soon with this world coming up. The 3D planet is kind of collapsing in its own little wake, and I think we're going to see something beautiful on the horizon after we get through all this junk. Got too much junk in our trunk, I guess. We got the King of Pentacles with that, and that's loyalty. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles, excuse me. The Knight is not dashing. He's slow and steady, planning his moves with care. He may not be charming, but he is loyal and trustworthy, so any offer he makes can be taken seriously. He often appears in readings to show business, investment, and projects that have good future potential, and property he is associated with choosing the perfect home. This is the right time to make a serious decision about your long-term future. Hard graft may not be exciting, but the results will bring you great fulfillment. Yeah, that is a good message for us. Now, the next card we got was the Five of Earth, and this is the trickster card. I always call it the trickster. If you look at him, he looks like a trickster. There's a woman in the shadow behind him that's like, no more. She's not putting up with this crap. She's had enough. It could be male or female. There is no sex on these cards, whether they look male or female or not. Avoid easy answers. Think twice after taking risks. Something is not as it seems. We got that no, not yesterday, the day before, because I didn't do Magical Monday or on Thor Tuesday, but it was easy like Sunday morning. We had that in so many cards. Something is not as it seems. Be honest with yourself. You are accountable. Do you gamble with another's future? Consider the feelings of others. Look beyond selfish desires and blame. When the Five of Earth card appears, awareness is the key of importance. Something is not right. Someone is not as they seem. Someone lies and deceives, and that someone could be you. Could it be that you are lying to yourself and those around you? It might not be a deliberate deception, but it is a deception nonetheless. The Five of Earth can also symbolize the devil inside, who encourages you to take the easy way out, to look for options that lead to instant gratification. Instead of putting in the hard work that yield endured success, is his voice in your head and heart inspiring you to risk everything for the chance of a quick buck or a momentary thrill? Think twice. If you choose to take a gamble now, you risk losing it all. This trickster is the beautiful con man, whose sweet words encourage you to believe your own lies and deceptions. He caters to your weaknesses and addictions, dealing out easy lies instead of hard truths. He tells you to blame others for all that is wrong, disappointments, heartache, past failures, and missed opportunity, instead of taking responsibility for your own choices and actions. Wherever the deception lays at this time, there may be some bias for your doubts and questions. Your inner voice is telling you to look closer and see beyond selfish desires and blame so that you can perceive the truth. Be honest with yourself, or heartache and disappointment may follow. Yeah, if you look at her in the background, she's like, no, she wants nothing to do with the trickster. And I wouldn't either, because the trickster, when he appears, that's, or he or her, that's, yeah, not good. And with that, we got the Ten of Cups, and that's completion. So remember, we've got all kinds of things going on. We've got tricksters, we've got all kinds of things going on right now in our world. But with completion, the Ten of Cups, love grows and bonds deepen in romance. While your social and family connections grow and thrive, anything you do with others is favored now. From celebration to team sports, any old disagreements, or overcoming the spirit of togetherness, children thrive and your home is a hive of activity. Equally, you enjoy prosperity and work success. An additional meaning of the 10 is finding your dream home and having children. You can feel blessed for the life you have. It's time to celebrate. So there is like celebration, there is the trickster. We have to be careful right now because there is a lot of tricksters out there like that. Now, that was the end of that. Okay, now I'm doing a little bit different things now. I did what message do we need for our now space? Okay, so this is the message that I got for our now space. And this is a collective reading. I do collective readings. All of our energy pulls in. So we got the 11, which is another master number, and that's masculine and feminine. Put aside gender stereotypes. We are both masculine and feminine. Masculine energy serves to protect. Feminine energy serves to nurture. Too much of one, not enough of the other. Time to evaluate and realign. Allow the energies to increase and ebb. Embrace the energies that best suit you. We got to remember it's masculine and feminine. The masculine and feminine. We just got to remember that because we have to balance it. So I'm not going to read it because we have got the masculine and feminine cards so many times, and we really know that it's the balancing that we need. Now we got the Knight of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, the Page of Pentacles with that one, and that's opportunity. Look out for others regarding property and work. There's a good opportunity on the horizon, but be diligent. Check all contracts carefully. So that was that one. And then we've got another one, which is the 10 of water. And she's just flowing with the energy, truly living in the present, a feeling of divine connection, a time of serenity and ease, power born of knowledge and understanding, a positive emotional state, the power of conscious projects your energy. I can read really. Oh, I'm thinking of something else. Something else is coming to me, and I don't know why, but it's messing me up. There's something with this card because I have it in my hand and I'm getting say no to disruptive influences, giving life, empowering the shadows. The 10 of water symbolizes both a beginning and an end. It is that moment when we let go of emotions that bind us to the past and find ourselves truly living in the present for the first time. It is a feeling of divine connection that will allow everything, feeling and knowing that love at the very core of our being and always has. It symbolizes a period of time when we can move through life with a serene sense of ease and fluidity, even when surrounded by turmoil or flows in the manner conflict. When the right past emotions is released and everything flows in the manner it is meant to, our emotional state now influences our life in a positive way that makes it easy to see and understand how powerful we truly are. When we devised ourselves with emotional hooks to the past that only serve to limit and restrict us. This is not limiting and restricting. This card, she is flowing. She's got all the magic flowing of the water. Look at, she's got the energy, everything. Yeah, we got to really, truly listen to that because that was the last one, but we did get a clarifier for that, and that's regeneration. Celebrate what you have achieved and embrace new opportunities. You will be full of energy and motivation. The world is your oyster. That's a nice card to get with that because the world, she's got the energy in the water, and this is rejuvenation. So that was a really good reading for those. I got a few more cards. You know what? I think we may have got Shiva once. Ah, this is a beautiful card, and I really don't remember getting Shiva. This is karmic release, the end of a cycle. Debts are paid and choose your destiny. That kind of sounds like the awakening. Our debts will be paid and the money will come. Shiva is one of the Indians' trinity of divine masculine. He is depicted wearing a cobra around his neck, representing his capacity to tame fear or the ego with the light of the universe behind him, showing his connection to the cosmos and holding a trident, knowledge, the three aspects of divine masculine power in the Hinduism creator, preserved, and destroyed. Shiva is known as the destroyer because of his warrior energy and ability to destroy fear. As the twin flame of Kalama, he knows what it's like to face some of the greatest fears and overcome them. As a faucet of the divine masculine energy, he comes to those who call on him like a proactive father figure, ready to guard and guide. He is the keeper of karma and helps to uncover the learning that have come from our challenges and the behaviors that manifest the challenges in the first place. It is time to release any guilt or regrets you have about your past. If a decision you have taken is praying on your mind, know that it's not because the universe wants you to feel guilty about it, but because it's giving you an opportunity to see how far you've come. Also know that all your debts have been paid and you can stop asking the universe for forgiveness because as far as it's concerned, you are forgiven. Yeah, the Bible wants you to think that you've got, Jesus came and forgave all our sins, and you just got to keep forgiving. You just got to keep asking every day. He already forgave your sins. You're the one who has to forgive it. That's kind of like a traumatizing thing that they say. You gotta pray and forgive. If you did something, you should say I'm sorry and go on, but you don't have to pray outside of yourself because God's within you. If you have any reoccurring fears or concerns about a situation that's new, it might be because you faced a similar situation in a previous lifetime, and your soul is remembering old pain. In order to surmount this once and for all, it's important to tune into your body and feel the reassurance of a huge full body. Yes, before moving forward, even if following the dream or vision is scary, know that you have been waiting a lifetime upon lifetimes for this opportunity. And when you finally take it, you are breaking a cycle and taking charge of your destiny. I like that. We have to take charge of our destiny. We got the Seraphim's Gateway, voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. The Seraphim are the highest form of angelic beings who are said to radiate from the heart of Source. They have been described in many different ways through the ages, but what is common is the idea that a brilliant light emanates from them. The word Seraphim means burning ones, for in ancient times, light was associated with fire, as this was the main source of light within homes. These beings of infinite light are essentially divine love that is taking on an angelic form in order to serve the universe. When they have appeared physically, they have been described as having 6 wings, and they are known for their heavenly voices. In fact, miraculous planetary shifts are reported to take place when they sing. In the heavenly realm, they sing in constant praise of the Creator. Other angelic presences report them with regard to their spiritual duty, as if we were. It doesn't operate in such a linear way, but this is the best way for us to understand the process. If you have ever woken up hearing your name being sung, the Sephrons have visited you. When they come to you, know that you are blessed to be in the presence of angelic beings that emanate directly from the heart of Source. Their voices will help awaken the angelic presence you hold within so that you can support the expansion of the world. You are blessed to receive the light of the Sephrim. Know that these beings of infinite light are singing your name in the heavens to unlock the power of your own voice. Angelic support surrounds you at this time. Know that you are safe, for you are being held by the presence of love. The Sephrim are witnessing the glory of your being and activating your angelic qualities. You care deeply about the welfare of the planet and all her beings. In fact, you are hoping to make a great difference in the world, and the reason for this is you are carrying angelic light. Let it shine on the world around you. That was a great message. Now we got one more card, and this is my favorite at the end, and we got another 22, which is another, we got some power numbers in this reading. We got wallflower. Oh, there you are. I almost didn't notice you blending into that wall there. You have made it to the party. Now get up off that wall, mingle, dance, and find joy. I know sometimes it might be hard meeting new people, coming out of your introverted shell while trying not to be seen, but you never know who you might meet. Someone interesting. Have a good laugh, dance until you sweat. At least you can say you got off the wall and gave it a try. Yeah, that was pretty interesting for today. We got to kind of remember what's going on in our world and take it from there. Um, it was a good reading. I hope everybody has a great magical day today. And I love everybody. And may every step in your journey be magical. And just be you.